Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tia, aka TeaCupSimmer, and this is a channel update video called Where is Tia? So if you guys haven't probably noticed, I've been kind of missing in action for the past week or two. I do apologize for that, you guys. I've had a lot of stuff going on, and in this video I just wanted to kind of explain to you guys what I've been doing, how I've been feeling, kind of the reasons for why we've been on hiatus for the past week or two, and to kind of give you an update on what I'm planning on for the next couple of weeks, and how our videos are going to be going. So, and I'm going to probably separate this into a couple different parts. So if you guys have specific things that you're interested in, I'll try and leave links in the description box to specific times for where you can look in the video for what you want to hear me talk about. But for basic gist, first we're probably going to start with how I'm feeling, then we're going to look into all of the different series in the channel and kind of what each series and how each series is going. And so the first bit is basically how I'm feeling. So recently I've just been having a lot of stuff going on. Nothing majorly bad is happening. I'm just going through basically a major transition. As you guys know, I'm still working, and I've had a lot of stuff going on in regards to holidays and things like that. So when things don't necessarily go like at least the way I want them to and how I plan them, sometimes it can throw me off for a while. It's just something I'm trying to fix, but long story short, I was just not in the right headspace to record anything, or to pay attention to anything. I'm also not really in the best physical space. I got sick again over the weekend, or at least over the 4th of July weekend, if you guys celebrate 4th of July. So I wasn't really feeling like recording anything, or being too happy, or messing with any of the things that I said I would mess with, like our Warrior Cats series and our voting and niche and all those other series that we're working on the channel. So I do apologize for being out of commission and not letting you guys know. I do try and update you guys on Twitter, so if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, definitely do that, because I at least try and say when I'm not feeling my best and when I'm not really feeling like recording. But sometimes I can get really, I guess the best word would be unstable, emotionally and mentally unstable, so I don't really feel like recording or doing anything. I'll just end up sitting around and probably playing games, trying to de-stress, and not worrying so much. I worry a lot about whether or not I'm going to get a good job, and whether or not I'm going to be able to put out content that you guys are going to like. So that's mostly where I've been for the past 2 weeks. I have not been in the best headspace to record anything, and when I'm trying to rush things, like we did our live stream, I think it'll be 2 weeks ago now. We did our live stream, and I said I was going to try and put the voting up by that Monday, and for something like that, I think I just kind of overestimated how much I can do in a short amount of time. So I just trying to, I think I just was overextending myself, and so I'm gonna try and be better at kind of communicating that to you guys, and be better at trying not to overextend myself way too much. But yeah. I'm feeling a little bit better now. I've had a good day today, and today is Saturday. Yeah. So I was able to kind of get a lot of stuff done, and I haven't been stressing as much, so it's good. But that's normally what happens if I take a break or something along those lines, you guys. It's also normally what happens when I take a break for like a week or so. It's because I get a little bit really stressed out, and when that happens I get really unstable, so I can't really do anything when it comes to recording and put out really good content. So with that out of the way, that was kind of weird. With that out of the way, I want to talk about our series. So what's going on right now with our series is currently there are 3 series, and I know that I'm going to try and make consistently on the channel. Most of the ones that you guys have seen before. So we have Stepmom, which is our Sims series, and that series is actually one that I actually really like. I think the last time I posted a video on it was about 2 to 3 weeks ago, and that's mostly just because like a lot of my other series, it just takes a lot to put together and to like prep for it, but I actually really like that series, and something that I think we could do a lot with all of the characters that I've gotten and a lot of the Sims that I've been able to start putting together. I've actually worked on a bunch of speed builds that you guys will be able to see in the next coming weeks about different houses that I made for the series, so that should be fun. But we're going to be working on Stepmom a lot, just because I think it's a really cool series with a lot of really interesting characters, and we'll kind of be able to take it a lot of places. The next series that I know we all know that we're going to continue doing is our Sims 3 Warrior Cats series. And that series, currently we have a couple things going on with that. We have our voting that's going to be taking place this week. That vote the video should be going up, if not Tuesday, probably Wednesday. Because I just want to make sure we get that out. And that voting is going to probably be going on for like a week or two, so everybody has a chance to vote. It's going to be voting on all the cats that we're probably going to be including from our live streams and from our OC videos. Everybody will be able to get a vote on that. The top 3 we're going to be those stories are we're going to be focusing on. I'll talk to you guys more about that when I actually talk to you guys in that video. If you are interested in that, once it goes up, I'll leave a link to it in the description box. But we're also looking at doing some machinimas for our Sims 3 Warrior Cat series. If you guys have seen, let's see, what are they called? AMVs and picture music videos for Warrior Cats series, when people like draw really great animation for our Warrior Cats and then add really interesting songs over them, so you kind of get an idea of the character and the story. That's kind of what I'm thinking about doing for our Warrior Cats challenge, but I also don't draw that well, so I'm going to be doing it in machinima form, and I think that'll be really fun. We're going to be focusing on a lot of our characters like Blackclaw and Dawnwind and Brightstar, and some of the characters that we haven't even met yet that you guys will actually be able to see, and I think that's going to be something I'm going to try and include maybe as like a side thing that we do every couple of weeks or so. It's something that I think is really fun, and I really enjoy making those types of videos, so look forward to that. And let's see, what else was I thinking of? We're also going to have an intermission. We won't have the intermission, which is going to be a video that's gonna kind of be a machinima. It's going to be like an introduction to the second part of our Warrior Cat series, because right now we've reached with the intermission will be episode 25, and so the entire season of season 1, I'm thinking, is going to be maybe 50 episodes, if not 100. I'm not sure. It's something that I'm kind of up in the air about, depending on how the series goes. But right now we're at intermission, so we're going to be kind of changing everything up a little bit, introducing some new cats, some new clans, some new series and stories and stuff, so it should be fun. Look forward to that. And then the last series that I know we're going to be working on is Niche. So if you guys watch our Niche series, I actually really enjoy that series. It's one of the few series that I like that I can kind of decompress with. It's not too stressful to make, and we get to make some really interesting stories with that. So if you guys enjoy that series, let me know. But I'm going to be focusing more on our Zephyrin tribe. I think we're going to end up scrapping our Tariq tribe, because I personally do not enjoy the epigenetics changes. Not necessarily that I don't like them, but they don't bring anything to the table for me. They don't add anything. They don't feel like a part of the game necessarily. They just feel like something that happens in the background that I can control kind of, but it doesn't really help much, and it feels like a background process. And if it was an actual background process, that if eventually, after having enough creatures like jump on stumps, and then we'd have better eyesight, or after having enough creatures Nature's Pick Berries, we have more mutations of nimble fingers or something like that. If that was just something like a background process that happened in the game, then that would be interesting, and I would be completely fine with that. However, and we still got to keep our original mutation menu or something similar, but that's not necessarily the case. And so with the new update, I think I'm just gonna leave it. I don't really want to pull. It's not really interesting to me. All the new islands and stuff, however, I kind of want to try. I want to try those out, but hopefully we'll get the next update for Niche in the coming weeks, and so we'll be able to kind of play with the new version that they're putting out, which is actually completely scrapping the epigenetics. So we will be able to see some new things. So we're going to be focusing on our Zephyrin tribe from now on. If you guys really like the Tariq tribe, you can let me know. But I think as of right now, I think we're just going to focus on our Zephyrin tribe and kind of working on like the mountain update and or at least the most recent update of Niche, and hopefully we'll be able to kind of explore some more and spend some more time with that family, because I think we've had a lot of fun with them. So that's kind of all I had to talk about today, you guys. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew what was going on, where I was for the past couple of weeks, what my ideas were for the series that we're working on. If you guys have ideas for more Sims 4 series, you can let me know down in the comments below. I know I was working on our Amazon challenge, and that one I really like, but like I said, I'm trying to scale back and not do too much as much, because I don't want to stress myself out. And our Amazon challenge is one of those ones that would take a lot of time and would be a big stressor for me, so I'm gonna probably put that one on the back burner. It's not necessarily going anywhere, but I'm probably not going to be doing it right now. Hopefully when I get some more time, probably a better setup with my computers and everything, we might be able to do that. And like I said, if you guys have any other challenges or you guys think I should do, I'll definitely check those out. Currently, I might end up doing like maybe show you guys some of my current households that I'm working on, just when I play the game on my own, because I've started playing the game more on my own recently. Let me see. If you guys have any ideas for the channel, please let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and please subscribe if you really love me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Sun rays and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the